Thank you.
The sound of,
Wonderful
the
man.
sound of the West Midlands.
Lovely human being.
And all the music you love.
Fantastic newsreader.
The music you love. BBC Radio WM.
All right, here we go. We're off. Nearly 2:05. Good afternoon. This is John Daniel Fox here. On the wireless till 6. Right here, BBC Radio WM. It's nearly 2:50. I don't know if you've seen The Piano, which is on Channel 4. It's the latest talent show competition, and it's got a bit of a twist. It's set in various train stations right across the country. It's hosted by Claudia Winkleman. And the show gives budding musicians the chance to show off their skills in the middle of a busy train concourse. And the winner will eventually then go on to play at the Royal Festival Hall. And this week it was the turn of Glasgow Station. Don't know why I went Scottish. And one of the competitors was former music teacher Sue Holms from Stourbridge. And I'm pleased to say in a minute I'm going to chat to Sue to find out how it all went. But first, here's a bit of her on the show being judged by superstar pianist Lang Lang and pop singer Mika. Have a listen to this.
Music has always helped me, and now it's pure joy. It reminds me of being free and riding my motorbike years ago. You just open that throttle and you're off.
Oh, whoa. Sue, welcome. Didn't expect that.
No.
Here we go. Finally.
We got a lot of audience.
I really was so ready not to take her seriously. She's not messing around. But go ahead. Ah, she just did that with her palm of her hand. She's like, smash it out.
It's amazing. Sue, welcome to the show.
Hi, welcome, Foxy. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Just open up the throttle and off we go. I love that.
I know they did. The producers did a wonderful job. It was amazing how they put all the clips together and all the comments from Claudia, Lang Lang, and Mika. It was just perfection.
Oh, bless you. Tell me, look, you're in a train station.
Yeah.
What's it like performing in front of all of those people?
Well, I have performed in a number of train stations. When I went down to Euston, played there. I've played in Amsterdam. Played another one in London. I played at the New Street as well. So it's very different because first of all, normally the pianos are out of tune because people just play. Sometimes play and they don't really look after the pianos. But that's what they're there for, to be played. But I think the most interesting bit is just seeing people just stop in their tracks and just look over and think, oh, what's going on there? So it's great. I mean, Stourbridge to Marylebone, the trains change now, but I always used to treat myself to 5 minutes. Just to keep my fingers, working. You got to keep them exercised, haven't you? Like most things.
Absolutely. Do you know, Sue, as a former grade 7 flute player, right? My only I haven't got time to play right now. It's all about you, Sue, right? But the one thing that would worry me, the acoustics. I mean, what's it like playing a piano in a massive train station?
It's amazing. It's just like a big, like Symphony Hall.
Wow.
Like the NEC, you seem to be able to. You can fill the space, but also it's great because there are people there. You can sort of feel their presence, or, as well as concentrating and playing. But I play to entertain, and I think, well, if I can play him in at home, why not share my talent with other people so they can enjoy it as well?
Absolutely.
Over a few points normally.
Now you're talking, Sue. Now you're talking about language. Now, just back to the programme then, Sue. So how does it all work? I mean, just take us back. How were you originally spotted for the show?
Okay, so back in March last year, I had an email from a researcher from Channel 4, and they said, we're thinking of doing this programme. Originally, it was a documentary, a 1-hour documentary, and they said people that were amateur pianists. Now, the key word is amateur, because amateur is doing something for the love of it, not for the money. And I emailed them back, and I said, yeah, that sounds interesting. I've retired a few years. I've only got one job now, playing the piano, but to friends and so forth. So that was the first thing. A few emails. Then I was called to an audition up in Manchester. So I had to do a 3-minute piece there, play through, and then I've had an interview, 20-minute, half-hour talk.
Yeah.
Then in August, they said, right, okay, there's 4 dates here. Which can you do? And I happened to pick, although I'm from the Midlands, I happened to pick Grand Central in Glasgow, because that was the date that the stars were available as well, Lang, Mika and Claudia.
Yeah.
So we did the filming in August. And then we did the final. There's 5 programmes in this series in the end. 4 different train stations, and then down to the Royal Festival Hall back in November. It's just great to have the piano, focused on, and also, there's a lot of programs that encourage people to have a go at things. Absolutely. You don't have to be brilliant. It's just finding something that is passionate, that you can find a passion for, whether it be, camping or making rugs or making pottery, or playing a musical instrument.
Yeah, absolutely. Give it a go. It puts a smile on people's faces and your own. And do you know what?
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's just worth mentioning before I leave you this afternoon that you're a bit of a superstar, because you have helped a lot of children too, haven't you? Been an advisor on Dudley Council.
Yeah. I was a music teacher for 25 years, and then I've been working with people who are fostered, who are in care, who perhaps didn't have a good start and needed somebody to champion them and give sort of help them and encourage them in school, to give them chances that they thought they may never have. Amazing. So, for example, music lessons, swimming lessons, a trip somewhere, extra maths and English tuition, anything which will help them stay on track and feel that there's something in education for them.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, absolutely.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
You are a superstar, Sue. And just before I let you go, Sue, you going to give anything away about the final? Come on, Sue.
Well, there are 4 youngsters who have done really well in each of the 4 episodes. But I think it's building up now. And if I told you now, it would just be such a letdown. The producers have done such a good job in building the stories, building the background, that I couldn't.
Oh,
I've kept it a secret now for 4 months.
Well, listen, so I feel honoured to speak to you. Congratulations for doing so well on the show so far, and have a lovely weekend, and keep opening up that throttle and letting it go, Sue. Let it go.
Thank you very much, Foxy. Have a good weekend too.
Take
Bye.
Care. Bye. And just to let you know as well, Charlotte, who's my producer, screaming in my ear, just to let you know, it's going to be at the Grand Central next week, next Wednesday, if you want to go and see it. All right, you just walk on by and watch some people play the ivory.